Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Nonfiction Bedtime Stories. I'm Dr. Kimberly Mascaro of www.consciouschimera.com. I'm a psychologist and a licensed psychotherapist specializing in dreams, meditation, altered states, if you will, and of course, evidence-based psychotherapies to boot. So I'd like to tell you tonight about a book that's came out in 2018, so a little more current than some of the previous books I've covered that I consider as dream classics. But for tonight's episode of Nonfiction Bedtime Stories, I want to share with you the book called Dreams That Can Save Your Life: Early Warning Signs of Cancer and Other Diseases. This is by Dr. Larry Burke, and Kathleen O'Keefe Canavas. Dr. Larry Burke has spent time as a radiologist in his career and has looked deeply, more extensively into breast cancers. Kathleen O'Keefe Canavas is a 3-time breast cancer survivor. And in this book that they co-authored, they share stories from many people who've experienced disease and illness. Each chapter features the story of a different person who has had dreams come at just the right time to either save them or alert them or just tell them get to the doctor right away. So chapter 6 is titled "It's Your Time to Get Cancer." And a pretty scary title for a chapter. But the woman that they feature in this chapter talks about how during the summer of 2013, a sentence kept awakening me in the middle of the night, she says. And that sentence was, "It's time for you to get cancer." She talks about how she ignored that thought because it pissed her off. And she just thought maybe her head's messing with her and it was maybe some strange recurrent nightmare or something, but she really just pushed it to the back of her awareness and ignored it. And so sometimes when our consciousness, our higher self wants us to get it right, the dreams will continue or come back. And later, another dream she recalled between getting a scan finally and waiting for the results. In the dream, a woman in a white lab coat told her that she had breast cancer, and she said to her in the dream, "You have stage 3 breast cancer." And she just said she could not rationalize away that dream. But at this point, she had gone to her medical appointments. So I'm not going to read too much from, anymore from this book like I have with other books, but I do really want to highlight this because at a time when cancers and other diseases are on the rise, I heard the stat that 50% of people will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime, and this is a world statistic among, both, men and women across the globe, and that one MD and ND, so with 30 years experience in oncology, told me that he believes that by 2030, everyone will have a cancer diagnosis in their life. And cancer is just an umbrella term for hundreds of different diseases that we're trying to understand. The point, though, is that with dreams are our allies. They're adaptive. They are here for us, for our evolution, for growth. And they can protect us and show us what's to come. So if we can pay attention to our dreams and take them seriously, we might be able to, prevent something that's coming down the pipeline, or kind of steer the course, take more control of our health, and maybe even like the book says, save our life. So like mentioned, this came out in 2018. It's relatively new, but I expect to see more things like this to come, knowing that as it just seems like our earth becomes more and more polluted, our food source becomes more and more depleted, and I won't get into the politics with everything, but that we just need to attend to our health in a greater way than we have in the past. And that means including our dream wisdom, including the part of us that knows, the part of us that shows, that reveals itself in our dreams, whether those are maybe cat nap dreams during the day, nocturnal dreams at night, or even the wisdom and information that can come to us as we're falling asleep or waking up. So that's what I have for you today. And this is so great. My dog is sleeping quietly and no distractions this time. So I wish you a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Again, you can find me at consciouschimera.com. And chimera is spelled Chimera, just for clarity. So consciouschimera.com. Thanks for tuning in, and good night and dream well.